Hey guys, we've decided to do a daily vlog based on the amount of responses we get. We have almost 200 videos out there, so we're getting them across the board. And a lot of our newer stuff is starting to pick up a lot of traction. So anyway, what's going on today, Jen? Who needs to know what?
Well, Brock 3367.
Brock 3367.
He says, on your override video, he says, I have an 02 S10 ZR2.
All right.
The four-wheel drive is not engaging, so what I gather from this video, I should start with the TCCM. Is that correct?
You should not start by replacing parts. You should start by getting a scan at the dealer, pay the $100 and go find out. If you're in an emergency situation where you need to engage it or disengage it, take the motor off, physically do it like we do in the video. And, but yeah, I can get, but the TCCM is probably most likely, it's that or the motor, it's one or the other. So yeah, that's a pretty good shot. If you just want to take a chance, buy a used one for $30, you haven't hurt yourself. So do me a favor, update us, let us know how that goes for you, and if you decide to get it scanned and or if you just go with the TCCM replacement. All right, appreciate it, Brock. What's up next?
All right, Edward.
Edward.
He has a 2000 Lexus.
Oh, Lexus.
He said, one day my AC was blowing cold, then hot. Doesn't that sound familiar lately?
Shut up, Jen.
Then the next day, nothing blowing at all. I was told it could be a transistor, which is right next to the blower motor. Would this make sense?
Okay, I happen to know Lexuses very well. Of course, Jen has a Camry. We've done several videos on Lexus, the AC blower motors, this, that, the other. If you turn the button and nothing happens on low, medium, or high, then a good chance is your blower motor's out or you've blown a fuse. The transistor pretty much you can have one piece of it go out. In other words, you're just blowing on high, but you haven't got nothing on 1 and 2. That's kind of where that goes from there. Check your fuses. Go down there, just unplug the fan that goes to the blower motor. Check, make sure you got power on it when you turn it on with a probe. Take you 5 minutes. Or just take another fan and stick it in there, make sure it works. As far as it blowing hot and cold, that could be a matter of Freon, the blend door switch. There's a couple things that could be going on with that, but the first thing you need to isolate is the fan. The reason the fan's not working, go with the fuse or the blower motor, one or the other. All right, guys, what's next?
Okay.
Let us know how it happens, and we'll keep you going.
Okay, so on our flipping cars the other day, a couple of days ago, you know, we've got the guys that are chiming in on what they think you should pay for it, or for the Stratus.
I'm following you, boys. I got you.
Our buddy Gilberto.
Gilberto's on the loose.
He has turned loose and he has given us his thoughts.
All right, nail it. What's he got?
All right, he said he's thinking $500 purchase price.
Okay.
$250 to fix.
All right.
And perhaps $1,300 to $1,500 price range once complete.
Okay, I'm feeling you. Of course, we can't release this information until the third one's out of here.
But it's awesome because all of these guys that are interested in this are chiming in. They all are interested in the contest.
Yeah, that's right. The contest is cool, man, and we're going to let you pick out what you want. You're going to make me pay for it, which is going to be part of the beauty by itself.
That's right.
Good job, Gilberto. He also wrote some other stuff I caught this morning on... he was actually acknowledging the fact that on the lemon, I don't know if you guys have been military, we got it all over our family, was raised around it. But anyway, there's always lemon lots at the military bases. And he was talking about one of our videos about learning your niche, cars that people use versus the big cars. And he was just acknowledging how slow the big hoopties are that and the gas guzzlers. And he's like kind of noticing this over a range of time. Because he's driving past a lot, I'm sure every day going, that car's been there for 60 days, and then, you know, maybe a little gas saver goes, and it's gone really quick. Good eye for that, Gilberto.
Very good eye. Okay, and then we have Ryan on the proper etiquette.
Ryan, proper etiquette. Ryan who?
Bashirs. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce your name, Ryan.
Ryan Bashirs, okay.
Bashirs. He says, So, do you ever make an offer over the phone, or would you not talk price until a meetup?
Guys, no. You never offer price over the phone, because guess what? The 10 guys in front of you have called the same customer and said, hey, what's your final price? Hey, what's your best deal? Hey, I'll bring you half of what you want right now in cash. Guess what? The customer doesn't give a crap. You know what the customer wants? He wants someone to sell him, just like you want to be sold. So you're very polite to them and you say, hey guys, you know what? I'm very interested in your vehicle. Can I just come and look at it? I would appreciate it very much. You be very smooth. There's nothing to negotiate over the phone. All you're looking for is the next step, which is to look at the vehicle and get a shot at buying it. And you're going to blow that shot as soon as you show them how tightwad you are and how you're trying to steal it. So, no, and no. Do not offer them a price over the phone. A good eye on that, good for paying attention to detail. You might there might be 10 calls in front of you, and you're the one guy that didn't ask for a cheap price, and they'll let you come on. That's a big deal not to do. It's a big no-no in the car business. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Then we had a comment in question from Alexis.
Alexis? Oh, is this our Tennessee girl? I think she was Knoxville or something.
She might be. I'm not sure. She was commenting on the fix and repair the peeling clear coat.
Okay.
And she had asked us about what we meant by wet sanding, and you kind of gave her an example of that last night.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So she came back and said, well, the clear coat has flaked off probably 40% of the roof and hood. Quite frankly, I was thinking I didn't want to spend much time doing a job up to your standard where it can't be noticed even when looking right at it as to where the old damage was previously. But to a point, if you walk by it a couple feet away, that it would not catch your peripheral.
Okay, I kind of see where she's going with this. Okay, guys, there is a quick fix to this. If you just want your car just to be passable and you don't need it perfect and the clear coat's shot, what you do is this. You just get a little bit of wet sandpaper and just kind of make the edges where it's kind of bubbling up. You just kind of make it as smooth as you can. It don't have to be perfect. Don't go past the clear coat. Don't go into the paint. Just make it smooth. Maybe 1500 grit sandpaper. And then after it's nice and dry, wipe it with some acetone so it's clean. And then just get you a can of clear coat, put your 2 or 3 coats on it, and buff it out. Screw it. It'll look great. It'll look as what you're looking for. And if you want to know what that would look like, take a water hose, pour it on the affected areas, and that's as good as the clear coat can make it look. Joshua.
He said, hey, how about if your Sebring rattles for a few seconds from a cold start, almost every cold start? Oil's fresh, ran some mystery oil through it to clean out deposits that may be plugging an orifice. Maybe I need to do it again, ? Also, when I'm pulling out of a parking lot and turn the wheel, I can feel the floor moving by the pedals, but no popping like the CV joints are going out. ?
Okay, we might have to investigate the moving floor situation, but as far as the car rattling, he's probably using a synthetic oil or something, and he probably needs to get his thickness up a little bit. Once upon a time I did a video on engine restore. It's a great additive to put in your oil, especially one that's got some miles on it, and it will stick to the sides and kind of quiet it down a little bit. Engine restore, look it up. It will shut up a noisy car.
And he's okay to use that after he used the mystery oil?
Yeah, the thing about mystery oil is a really good penetrant, but it cleans, it just really thins everything out. You should just dump it out of you should pull it out of your oil, go back to your regular oil. Like if your car doesn't call for synthetic and you're using synthetic, then your oil's probably a little too thin. So go back with regular standard oil and put the restore compression in it. Hold on, my dog's trying to escape. Get the beast! Our camera girl had to do a rescue real quick. But yeah, that's how you do it, June. As far as what's moving underneath, I'm trying to think of anything that would actually be underneath that, other than the...
It says he can feel the floor move by the pedals.
Oh, that might be his master cylinder or something like that. Tell him to look into that. Take it to a brake shop and see what's up.
His name's Joshua.
All right, Joshua, get that checked out. Make sure we're not dealing with a brake issue. Okay, what else?
Okay. see what else we have. Our friend from Britain.
Oh my God, there ain't no telling what he's up to today.
No, he actually commented on the alternator change that she did.
Oh, today, by the way,
yes.
That was her. Appreciate it, Rob. We did a cool video on that. What did he say?
He said, I do like the top-mounted alternators, easier to access. I just wish that manufacturers found a way to do the same with the starter motors. They seem to love putting them in amongst the bowels of the engine. Some are a real pig to get to.
Yes, he has issues with starters. We all have issues with starters. Issues with starters will cause you to take pills and see a doctor. However, yes, the Camry, Toyota, as usual, is very well thought of and engineered, and it's not much of an issue.
And our buddy Gilberto, again, on your Flipping Cars video.
All right, Gilberto, break it out.
He said, and that's why I watch your channel, because you are the only person that has brought up ethics and how to flip cars.
Ooh,
Jamie,
yeah, ethics.
I have bought probably 30 new and used cars as a consumer in the past 20 years for personal use. Most of it as a soldier, and you would not believe how predatory some dealers are around those bases. It's sad how a couple of unethical dealers make the whole industry look.
You know what, Gilberto, this brings up a very interesting question. I was actually talking to an editor of a magazine the other day, randomly ran into, and she was actually talking about certain demographics and how they seem to be victims of the predatory car sales and things like that, and wondering if there was any way that I could actually come up with some way or develop some type of training to protect these people like that. And what I mean by that, you've got these kids that are 18 years old, joining the military. I mean, they're slinging around M16s, flying all over the world, and then you got some asshole trying to rip them off for, oops, sorry, bleep. You've got some very nice, not nice person trying to take advantage of them, and it really torques me off, because I mean, there's just kids that are like, what? They're kids, usually 18, 19 years old. Maybe they're married, maybe they got a kid, trying to make it on an E1, 2, or 3 salary. I mean, they haven't got anything with it. Usually Navy Fed will drop them a check for $5 or $6 grand, and they're going to have to pay for it no matter if it's a piece of junk or not. So yes, Gilberto, good point on that, and I think I am going to come up with a training session for that to protect people from predatory dealers. I think that is a great idea, and I think that's where I'm heading with this. Good idea, appreciate that, and you can thank the world as this information comes out. You will be part of it. Thank you very much for your insight on that.
And this isn't so much a question as this is a little note to me from our great buddy Dragnet.
Oh my God, not Dragnet again.
We love you, Dragnet. So I had thanked him for his vote, and he wrote back and he said, Jen, I might have voted for your husband. You need to wait till all the votes are tallied up to find out. He seems rather competitive. I love this guy. I love this guy. I swear he just is hilarious.
Dragnet, you win that one. I'm just not even gonna chime in. But I will say this in a very serious note. Excuse me. Thank you so much for voting for Jen. She really deserves it. And I know Gilberto had looked on there, and a few other ones have. And the votes are starting to reel in now. And we can only say thank you from our family at YouTube, because I know if she doesn't win it, I'm going to be surprised, because I'm telling you what, we've got, I don't know, 120, 130,000 people a month coming to see her. So hopefully a small percentage of them will vote, and that should take her to the home winning field, right?
We hope so. Would be awesome.
But man, 2 thumbs up to you guys. That really, you just don't know what it does to Jen as far as her attitude. She loves you guys, and she looks forward to that. She even, half the time, I have to look into my car stuff because she's so worried. You know, she's all into chit-chatting with y'all. I got to keep up with the technical side of this.
It's cool. We have the best viewers on YouTube.
We do have the best viewers out there, and maybe I am slightly competitive.
Yeah,
really? Slightly?
I think, but you know,
dear.
I mean, he did get outvoted on the
Did you tell her about our video earlier?
Nope.
All your subscribers know.
And there you go. There's the kid running, or we call the bus driver.
Running you over. Is she not?
Who else? What else? What else is shaking, baby?
Well, Ryan, this is a different Ryan. We've been actually talking to him for the last couple of months, Ryan Lee. And you will remember him because he is the one that was posting on the how to repair a radiator leak with epoxy.
Okay.
And he still is working on trying to take care of his stuff. He's been really busy, but he came back.
We did a video on using epoxy to fix your radiator.
Right, exactly. And so he's a little torn. He came back and he said, Jamie, okay, I went out and bought some products. Now I am just trying to figure out which to use. I bought Loctite plastic epoxy, just like you use in this video.
Okay.
Regular JB Weld, no quick set. And JB plastic weld, which looks exactly like what you're using.
And you don't know which one to use.
But by JB, yes, he says that he plans to clean, sand, wire brush, and then clean again before applying any of it.
Okay, here's the secret to
But
this
he wanted
stuff.
your thoughts.
Okay, clean a very big area, because the bigger area that you have roughed up for this stuff to bond to, the greater your chances of success are. Nothing on planet Earth is stronger than JB Weld that I'm aware of. I mean, sure, there's comparable products, but it's right up there with the best of the best. Now I'm talking about the regular JB Weld. The epoxy holds are awesome too. I think you're good either way you go. If you go the JB Weld, I know you're probably worried about it stressing, expanding, but the type of material they make those radiators out of, they don't really move or flex very much at all. They do a little bit, and I understand it is rigid, but either one of those should work fine. The big deal is give it the right amount of cure time and definitely enough area prep. Anything else, woman?
Looks like we are. I think we're pretty close to caught up. Just a lot of comments thanking you for making the videos and.
You're very welcome. By the way, we're going to go into a daily vlog. Does that sound good to you, Jen?
Yes.
We kind of played around the other day. We're just going to start, I guess, with vlog 1. This will be vlog 2 because we did one the other day. But I think we just kind of need to do a vlog and kind of fill people in. And guys, I've decided that I'm going to make my channel the biggest on planet Earth. Now I know what you're thinking. Jamie, you got a long ways to go, or as Dragnet would say, Jerry, you have a long ways to go. However, whether you call me Jamie or Jerry, I do believe that I can do it, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with my family on YouTube that's already here, and we're going to have the most explosive videos out there that show you how to make serious money and to save yourself serious money and give you the competitive edge on anything but cars. Tell them you love them, Jen. Support Homefront Hugs. Thank you for her votes. Thank you for everything. Thank y'all for just being you. That's okay. I'll thank myself for being me, too.
Yes, but hold on, because one more question came in.
Okay.
From Gilberto.
Gilberto?
Yes, he's busy
He
today.
done slipped another one in.
He has. Well, actually, it just popped up on
Camera
our
girl, are
feed
you
for
giving me a
whatever
cue
reason.
for time?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay, so he was talking to you about remember he was working on his vehicle with a buffer and it went a little deeper or something. Okay, so he said he left scratches on the surface deep enough to go probably all the way to the base coat. He ended up wet sanding it enough that it's not obvious to the naked eye. He said the issue was that it was a Harbor Freight buffer and it kept jumping up the RPMs by itself. I ended up buying a Surehold buffer. So I thought you might find the Harbor Freight buffer story very interesting since they're identical.
Gilberto, for you, baby, for you only, sweeties, my man, I got you covered on the buffer. Tomorrow, we're going to go over some buffers because I am the buffing man. I can tell you anything you want to know about buffers, and I got 2 of those pieces of crap in the shop.
And what did yours do when you used them?
It burns the paint. It goes speeds up, drops down, speeds up, dry. It's a piece of crap and it overheats.
So that wasn't you, Gilberto. You didn't do it. Your buffer did.
I was worried about the type of machine you were using. But anyway, I'm going to take care of that one. I'm going to do a video on that. That's a good video.
Yes.
All right, what else we got?
That's it.
All right, guys. Hey, man. Tomorrow we're going to be vlogging again on top of all of our other videos. I guess I'm just a YouTube guy these days. Who cares about work? We'll just YouTube everything. Peace out. Love you.
Bye, guys. Thanks for your support. We love you.
All around the world. Love you.